So who am I? I grew up in Decatur, Illinois. That's my family home. I moved here from Atlanta. That's where I went to school. I attended Morehouse College, finished in '79, moved here in '81. The 2 intervening years, I was in school for computer training and got hired on with the phone company, and then they moved me here. But my family home in Illinois, I come from a family of 11 kids. I'm the youngest. So I got to see life from the last person born in my family. I tell people all the time, I'm sure my parents experienced racism, but it never was brought to our attention. They never came home and said, oh boy, we had a hard day, the man wrote us. Never heard that. It was always be the best you can be, take the ball, run with it. They just didn't do race. Not to say that racism or race was not a problem, we just never experienced it. And as a result of that, I got an angle of acuity on just how to approach obstacles as obstacles, not black obstacles, systematic this or racism or anything, just an obstacle. Obstacles are like traffic lights. When you leave home, some will be green, some will be red, some will be yellow. You deal with it. If it's red, you stop. If it's yellow, you look both ways. If it's green, you keep on going. And so I've had the benefit of being raised in that environment where you're an overcomer as opposed to a whiner. So that brought me here to Jackson, Mississippi. I moved to Jackson, Mississippi in 1981, October. My job moved me here. So that's going on 42, 43 years I've been in Jackson, Mississippi. So for all intent and purposes, at 68, 40-something years here, this is home. And I saw where I've seen Jackson at its highest. Well, at least it was high. A prosperous city, a growing city. In fact, I thought Jackson was going to be more like Birmingham when I first got here. But it was a little slower pace, but it had all this potential to grow. And so during the course of my last 43 years, I retired from the phone company. I've always sold real estate, been involved with the real estate industry since 1976. I put myself through college selling real estate, came out debt-free as a result of being able to sell. So I've always been concerned with real estate, the improvements on the land, and how to grow the community through real estate. So as a result of that, as I watched the city of Jackson grow and also go through its decline, I realized so much of it goes back to real estate. So that kind of piqued my interest, and I started underwriting my own radio show back it was 33 years ago to, obviously promote my real estate, but I started doing kind of like Frank Melton type commentary, and it turned out people started, listening, and it had legs. One of the local radio station producers called me and said, hey, would you like your own show? Well, heretofore, I paid over $28,000 out of my own pocket to spread my message, which was a conservative message. Actually, we use conservative today, but it's actually just the home training I received at the dinner table. But I spent that money, and so I had an opportunity where I would get paid a little bit to do the same thing. And for those who have heard me since my inception at WMPR some 33 years ago, they know my message has been consistent. I have not wavered on what I believe and the reasons why. The solutions that I think would make Jackson better, et cetera, have all been articulated over the last 33 years. And I think it's that consistency that people have come to know Kim Wade. Whether or not they like me or like all my viewpoints, they have seen that uniformity of thought down through the 33.